Hi guys, welcome to another session of my free QuickBook online training. This should be the second. The first one was on how to create a QuickBooks online account so that you can make use of QuickBooks free 30 days trial online, or if you are using accountant version or you want to subscribe. Okay, now once you've done that, I want to actually do the second video here. This video is going to be on how to add customers in QuickBooks manually. Okay, so the first thing to do, you have to navigate to the customer center in QuickBooks online. And how do you do that? You check by the left side, you see sales, so you click on sales. Now once you click on sales, you create a new after clicking on sales, you click on customer. Then you create a new customer, then you enter the information and save. As easy as that. You see over here at the top, we have some headings. So we're going to go straight to customers. So I'll click on customers heading so that we can create a new customer. Okay. So once creating the informations you need on ground. In this case, I'm dealing with manually entering. If you want to do a batch creation of customer, maybe you are uh, you are converting from another software to QuickBooks, or you are making use of Excel, whichever way. If you are making use of another accounting software before QuickBooks and you want to start using QuickBooks online, there is a way you can export the customer list to a spreadsheet. Then from there, you can do the import. QuickBooks Online has the features to import uh, uh, customers. If you look at this place, you see we have import customers, but here we are dealing with how to manually enter customers in QuickBooks. We are going to click the new customer. Okay, so if you have lots of customers like 10, 20, 100 and you don't want to manually enter them, it will be stressful. Honestly, it will be stressful. So for you to be able to quickly enter those customers, the best thing to do is to do import. So, but I'm not doing import now. So the first name and last name. Now, first name and last name indicates the name. If the business is an individual, let's say it's an individual, it's not a company, you can use the owner's name. So the name of the customer. So if the customer is just an individual, you can use the first and last name. But if it is a company, if this customer is a company, use the first and last name of the contact, a contact person. Let's say maybe sales rep or accountant or manager or sales person. You understand? Okay. So now I'm going to make use of Yahaya. Oh, Yahaya. Then Salifu. Okay. So that is the contact person we have. So then the title is Mr. Okay. Then the middle name suffix. Now not every you mustn't fill up all the space. So there are most important ones that you need to fill. So the company name. Remember I told you if is a company, this is where you're going to put the company. So let's say the business is Loverboy Enterprises and is registered. Okay, Enterprises. So and that is the contact person. Okay, but should in case is an individual, you don't need to enter any company name, just leave it blank. Okay, now when you come to the customer display name, it will automatically appear as Mr. Yaya Salifu, but you can also edit and change it. You see, there are other options that you have there. Okay. Now, the next detail to fill in, and where is the, okay, I think I click on that. Okay, the email address. So it's very, very important. How do you send your correspondence? Maybe you want to send invoice to Yaya or sales receipt to Yaya Salifu through email. It's important you include Yaya Salifu's email here. So I'm going to make use of my own email. Let's just say I'm making use of my own email. Remember, it's just a training and illustration. So I make use of abdulfatahmuniru21 at gmail.com. Okay. Now the next place is phone number. So you input the phone number, which is very important because sometimes you might want to ask the customer or call the customer and remind the customer or get other information from the customer. Then if you have a mobile number, you include fax. If you have, you include then other and websites, which is also important. Okay, but if you don't have them, you can leave them blank. Now, the name to print on checks. So it's very, very important. So you can decide that if you want to print check for, if you want to print a check uh, as regards, this is the name that will be appearing on my own check that will be appearing to, this is my account. This is my QuickBooks account. This is my business. So if I want to put Alufata Muniru or I put AFM QuickBooks training or bookkeeping. Okay. Now if it is a sub customer, you click. If it's not, you leave. Now the second important heading information here is the address, which is very, very important. So street address. Now you see there's Buhari. You can put in the city Abuja, state FCT, zip code, then the country. Okay, this I fill them automatically. You can put them in, and it's very, very important because billing address is you want to get the address you'll be billing this customer. So the customer might have two offices, two branches in two different locations. You understand? So you might be billing branch location A, and you deliver the goods to location B. Or most of the time, the billing address is still the same as the shipping address. And if you have, maybe after you've saved this information and you decide to create an invoice or sales receipt, and you are required to enter the automatically it will pre-populate the the box, the information for us. But you can also change those information there when you think they are okay. Now shipping address same as billing, but if it is not same as billing, you click, you uncheck that, then you enter the information down here. So it's possible you are billing location A for Loversburg Enterprise and you are shipping the goods to location B. So in different addresses. But in this case, we are going to make use of one address. Okay, that is that. We've done name and contact, then addresses. Then notes. Note is very, very important because uh, if you decide that okay, you want to know additional information, maybe you want to get to know the uh, how the customer got to know you. Is it that the customer was referred, or is it that there's an additional information you just want to add as regards the customer so that you can decide to know what how far, how come the customer got to know you. So note most importantly is used to store helpful information about the customer. So maybe such as who referred them or their relationship with other customers. Now attachment is very important. Maybe they have some contracts that you've signed and some other legal or business documents. So maybe signed contract or copy of email correspondence. Maybe there are some letters or information you've sent through email. You want to have them there. it's important you attach it. So you see, QuickBook will save this for you, and those information will come in handy. Now, the payment section here is very, very important also, because you have to. Now, the primary payment method, love to make payments. You understand? So the primary payment method. So can determine the default payment method. It might be through check, might be cash, or you can just include that. Then the terms. Terms is usually, you see, we have net 10. Terms means when would this invoice due if you are creating an invoice. If it says receipt, there's no need for terms. But these terms here will function for payment for invoices that you've created for the customer. That is, invoice is a credit sales. So it should it be due in 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, or 60 days, or due on receipt. So if you don't select any, automatically QuickBook will make use of net 30. Okay, so now sales form delivery options. You can use company default, or you send, maybe you want to send later, or you are going to print later. Those information are also. Then the languages, you select English or any other language you think you see is, you can select French or you select English. Okay, so that is that with the payment. Now, additional information, the customer type. What is the customer type? Is it a retail? Is it a wholesaler? Is it, there are other informations you can include, so that you can be able to group your customers and make an analysis or create a report. So you might have retail, or you might have wholesale customers, then you make a report to check all your retail and wholesale customer, or there are some incentives or analysis you can bring out from those selections. So in that case, you fill that information there. Taxes, if they are exempted, you enter the detail. If they are not exempted, you it's important you also include that information, because you want to know if you are taxed. So you are going to indicate whether the customer is subject to sales tax, then you store their exemption number if it is applicable. If not, that, now you see we'll click this customer is taxable, so we can just go ahead. But if it is not, we include we uncheck it and include the exemption details. Maybe it is an NGO, or depends on the kind of business. But if it is tax, you select that. Then you use company default. See, we have some other options there. Okay, opening balance. Now, very, very important. Opening balance, sometimes I decide that we leave it open. We leave it at 0, because most of the time you might get confused as to how much a customer is owing you. So maybe you are converting from another software to this software, or you are trying to, and this is the first time using QuickBooks, and this customer has a balance that is owing you. I prefer you create invoices to that effect. You create invoices to that effect. So once we receive payment from the customer, we apply the payment, and that will be that. Okay. So those are the information that we are going to be filling on these customer details. So once I'm done, I click on save. So remember, we'll go to check for this customer. So I've saved it, and this is, you can see Mr. Yasalifu, Loverboy Enterprises. Then the other informations you have. Then if you want to edit, you click on that edit there. there are no transactions. So any transaction as regards this customer will be reflected here. Okay, let me show us an example. So that is how you add new customer. So let me select this first one, Army Bed Sanctuary. So once you select it, you see the details of the transaction as regards the invoices, sales receipt, payment that has been received from this Army's Bed. You see, you can see it like that. Okay, so hope you guys understand this training. If you have any question, you can drop on the comment section. Please and please, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get notified, and click on the notification button so that you get notified whenever I make new videos. And if you have any question, drop it down and share this. You can share the video on YouTube to others who might also benefit from it. So see you guys in my next class and have a wonderful day.